This is not just another book about money. It's a roadmap to freedom. In I Will Teach You to Be Rich, you won't just learn how to save, spend, and invest. You'll discover how to design a life you love, a life where money works for you, instead of controlling you. Today, your rich life begins. You're listening to Beyond the Cover, where books come alive to change your life. Money is not just paper, not just numbers on a screen. It is energy, it is choice, it is freedom. Every single one of us is in a relationship with money, whether we admit it or not. Some of us fear it, some of us chase it, some of us ignore it, but very few of us master it. And yet, when you truly master money, you don't just gain wealth, you gain control over your life. You begin to live on your terms, instead of reacting to the world around you. That is a promise of a rich life. A rich life does not start with luck, inheritance, or winning the lottery. It starts with clarity. It starts when you decide that you will no longer drift, no longer surrender your choices to chance, no longer live paycheck to paycheck with no vision. The rich life begins when you say, I am responsible. I will decide. I will design my future. That shift in mindset is the foundation of everything. Too many people think they need to earn more before they can live richly. They say, when I get a better job, when I make more money, then I'll save, then I'll invest, then I'll start building wealth. But that is a trap. If you cannot manage the money you have today, you will not be able to manage 10 times more tomorrow. Wealth does not come from income alone. Wealth comes from discipline, from systems, from habits repeated over years. It comes from controlling your money instead of letting it control you. Imagine this. You earn your paycheck, and instead of wondering where it will disappear, you already know. A portion is automatically sent to your savings, a portion to your investments, a portion to your guilt-free spending. Bills are paid without stress. Your future is funded, and you still have money left for what you love. This is not fantasy. It is automation. And automation is the heart of a rich life. Because when you automate your financial system, you remove fear, you remove procrastination, and you allow your wealth to grow silently, steadily in the background. But let me be clear, being rich is not about never spending. It is not about hoarding, not about living in constant restriction. A rich life is about spending extravagantly on what you love and cutting ruthlessly on what you don't. If travel lights your soul on fire, spend on travel. If fashion excites you, invest in clothes that make you feel alive. If books and education are your passion, let them flow into your life freely. The point is not to deny yourself joy. The point is to define what joy means to you and direct your money toward it. This is how money becomes not just a necessity, but a tool for fulfillment. Every decision you make with your money is a vote for the kind of life you want. When you waste it on things that don't matter, you vote for emptiness. When you invest it in your future, you vote for freedom. When you spend it consciously on your deepest values, you vote for joy. And the beautiful thing is, you do not have to be perfect. You only have to be consistent. You only have to start. So as you sit here listening, ask yourself, what does a rich life mean to me? Is it freedom from debt? Is it the ability to travel without worry? Is it buying a home for my family? Is it starting a business, giving back, or simply waking up every day without financial stress? Whatever your answer, hold on to it, because that vision will be your compass. Without it, money will slip through your fingers. With it, every dollar will have direction. The world will tell you money is complicated, that you need to be a genius, that you need insider knowledge, that you need to predict the market. But that is a lie. The truth is simple. Save a portion. Invest early. Automate your system. Spend on what you love and repeat. Simplicity wins. Complexity confuses. The wealthy understand this. The average person ignores it. Which will you choose? When you look at your bank account and feel stress, when you look at your bills and feel anxiety, it's not because you don't have the ability to change. It's because you haven't built a system that works for you. Money is emotional. It is tied to our upbringing, to our fears, to the messages we've been told since childhood. Maybe you grew up hearing, we can't afford that. Maybe you were told that rich people are greedy, or that money is evil, or that saving is impossible. These beliefs bury themselves deep in our minds and control how we behave with money, often without us realizing it. But the truth is this: Money will be whatever you decide it to be. If you believe it is a tool, it becomes a tool. If you believe it is freedom, it becomes freedom. And if you believe it is always scarce, it will remain scarce. To change your financial life, you must first change the narrative you tell yourself. Stop saying, "I'll never get ahead." Start saying, "I can design my future." Stop saying, "I'm bad with money." Start saying, "I am learning to be powerful with money." Every word you repeat becomes a command to your brain. Every thought is a seed. If you want a rich life, you must plant rich thoughts and then water them with action. And let's talk about action. Most people hesitate. They wait for the perfect time to start investing. They wait until they earn more. They wait until the economy is better. But the longer you wait, the more you lose. Time is the greatest multiplier of wealth. If you invest even small amounts early, you give your money the gift of compounding. Compounding is not magic. It is mathematics. A small seed of money grows into a tree, and that tree produces fruit year after year, without you needing to lift a finger. The earlier you plant, the larger the forest you will harvest. But if you delay, if you keep waiting, you will look back one day and realize the forest never grew because you never planted. Do not underestimate the power of small beginnings. Even saving a small percentage of your income matters. Even investing a few hundred a month matters, because consistency beats intensity. The person who invests steadily for 10 years will be wealthier than the one who waits and then tries to rush in with big amounts later. Discipline today is freedom tomorrow. And remember this, the market will rise, the market will fall, but your commitment must not waver. You are not trying to get rich overnight. You are not trying to guess the future. You are building a system that grows quietly in the background, no matter what the headlines say, no matter what the world fears. Wealth is not built by panic. Wealth is built by patience. But while patience grows your wealth, clarity protects it. You must know where your money is going. Track it, not with guilt, but with curiosity. Ask yourself, does my spending reflect my values? Does my budget align with my vision of a rich life? Too often, people spend blindly, swiping cards, clicking buttons, and at the end of the month, they wonder why nothing is left. But when you take control, when you direct your money instead of chasing it, you gain a sense of calm. You stop feeling like money is slipping away, and instead you feel like money is flowing exactly where you want it to. That feeling, that control is priceless. And then comes the joy of intentional spending. Imagine buying something and feeling no guilt. Imagine traveling and knowing it is fully paid for. Imagine investing in your passions, your family, your future without second guessing. That is not just wealth, it is peace. It is confidence. It is freedom. So here's the truth. You don't have to be extraordinary to live richly. You don't need perfect discipline. You don't need to be a financial expert. You simply need to make a decision to start, to automate, to stay consistent, and to direct your money toward what matters most to you. The rich life is not a dream reserved for others. It is a choice available to you. The only question is, will you choose it? The rich life is not about restriction. It's about intention. Too many people believe that in order to be financially successful, they must cut every joy out of their lives. They think being rich means never buying coffee, never going out, never treating themselves. But that's not richness. That's misery. A truly rich life allows you to spend extravagantly on the things you love, as long as you cut mercilessly on the things you don't. If travel lights your soul on fire, then plan for it. If fashion excites you, then budget for it. If food or art or learning or giving brings you joy, then let your money serve those passions. But stop wasting on what does not matter. Stop leaking energy and wealth into things that do not align with your vision. Money is not just about accumulation. It is about alignment. Each dollar you spend is a vote for the kind of life you are creating. The problem is, most people vote unconsciously. They swipe, they click, they purchase without thought, and then wonder why their lives don't reflect their deepest desires. But when you begin to spend consciously, when you pause and ask, does this expense move me closer to the life I want? You transform the way you use money. Every purchase becomes powerful. Every choice becomes a step forward. Now let's talk about income. Many people focus only on cutting expenses, but they forget that there is no ceiling on what you can earn. Yes, saving is powerful. Yes, cutting waste is wise. But growth comes from expansion. You must also think about how to increase your income, how to develop skills that make you more valuable, how to create multiple streams that flow into your life. Wealth is not built by shrinking. It is built by stretching, by asking yourself, how can I contribute more? How can I solve bigger problems? How can I create more value in the world? When you ask those questions, doors open, opportunities appear, and income rises. But let me tell you the truth. Earning more will not automatically make you rich. Many people double their salaries and still feel broke because their spending grows even faster. That is why systems matter. Systems save you from your own impulses. Systems direct your money before you can waste it. Systems automate wealth so that even on your busiest day, your richest life is still being built. The goal is to make saving and investing invisible, automatic, and consistent. That way, when you get paid, your future gets paid first, without you even thinking about it. This is the beauty of financial automation. It turns discipline into default. You don't need to constantly battle yourself because the decision has already been made. The transfers happen. The investments grow. The bills get paid. You are free to focus on living, on creating, on enjoying life, while your system silently works in the background. That freedom, that peace of mind, is the essence of being rich. And do not underestimate the mental relief that comes from automation. Instead of worrying every day about whether you're saving enough, instead of stressing every month about how to budget, you can rest in the knowledge that your system is running. You can stop obsessing over the small things and start focusing on the big things. That is how you elevate your life, not by micromanaging every dollar, but by designing a system that liberates your mind. So ask yourself, what would my life feel like if money was no longer a source of stress? What would it feel like if every bill was paid automatically? If my investments were growing without effort? If my savings were building month after month? That life is not far away. It is one decision away. It begins the moment you choose to design it. The truth is, wealth is not about one giant leap. It is about consistent steps taken with intention, repeated over time. The power of compounding works not only with money, but also with your habits, your decisions, your mindset. Every good choice builds on the last, and over years, the results become extraordinary. What seems small today becomes massive tomorrow. What feels like a slow climb now becomes unstoppable momentum. The secret is not speed. It is consistency. If you save a little every month, invest consistently, and keep your system running, you will look back in 10 years and be shocked at how far you've come. But if you wait for the perfect moment, if you delay, if you tell yourself you'll start when you have more money, more time, more clarity, you will waste years. And years are the one thing you cannot buy back. Time is your most powerful asset. Time in the market beats timing the market. Time invested in yourself beats waiting for the right opportunity. The earlier you begin, the greater your freedom becomes. And freedom, that is the true goal. Money itself is not the destination. Nobody wants stacks of cash sitting lifeless in a bank account. What we want is the freedom money provides. The freedom to live life on your own terms. The freedom to spend time with the people you love. The freedom to pursue work that excites you. To travel when you choose. To say yes to opportunities and no to obligations. That is the essence of a rich life. Choice. So I ask you, what does your rich life look like? Close your eyes and see it. Is it a quiet home filled with love and laughter? Is it the ability to work from anywhere in the world? Is it traveling the globe, building businesses, creating art, giving generously? There is no right answer except the one that makes your heart beat faster. And once you see it clearly, once you define it boldly, then every financial decision has direction. No more wandering, no more drifting. You have a target. And the beauty is this. Your rich life is not 20 years away. It begins the moment you align your money with your values. It begins with the next decision you make, the next dollar you direct, the next habit you adopt. Each step brings you closer. Each choice shapes your destiny. You do not need to wait. You do not need permission. You can begin today. Remember this. Being rich is not about luck. It is not about chance. It is about choice. The people who build wealth are not the smartest, the luckiest, or the most gifted. They are the ones who decide. They decide to take control, to design a system, to live with intention. They decide to spend consciously, invest consistently, and keep walking even when it feels slow. And over time, those choices compound into a life most people only dream of. So today, decide. Decide to take control. Decide to automate your wealth. Decide to create your rich life, not someday, but now. Your future self is waiting. Your freedom is waiting. Your rich life is waiting. The only question is, will you step into it? This is Beyond the Cover, turning powerful books into your success story. Follow for more.